Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.
And welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Such morning, right? I'm April Martinez.
And I'm Paul Lopez.
And it is a wonderful, beautiful day out on this lovely Friday, Junior.
Don't worry about nothing.
No, never.
We have hiccups on live TV.
Right.
This is what happens
good.
when you're dealing with live TV.
Yes.
How are you this morning, April?
I'm well, thank you. I think that there were a few things that I did yesterday that kind of started my morning a little bit later than I wanted to.
Okay.
But all good things in that aspect.
Yeah.
I took a Mandarin class last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
It's your first time trying something like that?
No, I think that I'm not good at languages, but I still try, especially since we live in a multilingual country. And UB was offering something called a bubble lounge.
Ooh.
I don't know what I liked it.
Yeah.
And it was about an hour and a half of intensive, not intensive, it was basic Mandarin, but it was taught in a way that I've never been taught a language before. Mm-hmm. So what they did was they showed why their symbols look, because calligraphy and Mandarin and that language is very symbolic and logographic, so they have symbols. And so they were showing us that each symbol is based from like a picture. And that picture is based on an animal or a tree or a person, and that's why it looks the way it looks. And when they started to morph that picture into the actual character, you could see it. Wow. You could see that it makes sense. So when they were showing us the symbol for like cow, it looks like the frontal face of a cow with this, and then the eyes, and then the horns, and then they just put it in a box. But I've never been taught like that before, so I've never understood that concept until that moment, and it made a world of sense.
Who speaks Mandarin? What culture is it native to?
Taiwan and China.
Taiwan and China.
Yeah, so
we have a lot of Mandarin speakers in Belize. So it's to your benefit to be able to learn that.
It is to our benefit, not just for us to get around in Belize, but we know, as well as a lot of our viewers know, that we have a very good diplomatic relationship with Taiwan. We have a lot of students that attain scholarships and they go to Taiwan, and I'm not sure if it's happening now. I think that a lot of the classes and a lot of the scholarships are now being offered in English, but prior to that, a lot of my friends that went would say they have to take a year of Mandarin in order for them to get around, in order for them to go to school, and so they come back with that relationship. So I think, and it doesn't matter if you're using it to your benefit. I just think learning a new language is really, really cool.
And you taught me something, because I had no idea that the way the words are written in Mandarin, that there's some sort of symbolism to it.
I didn't know either.
And I think there's a lot of people out there, as minor as that information is, that they appreciate that, because they've always asked, all right, so why you not look like? Well, of course we know that in different languaes they're written differently, but words and letters are written differently, but it's like, why is it shaped like that, or why is it written like that? And then just to know a little bit more about why that is the case, for me, I appreciate that.
I was really, really excited. They gave us like a symbol for fire, and it looked like the little flames. The little, like, when you're doing the fire heart, or when you're making a campfire and then the fire sparks and it cracks, and those little sparks that spark out. one of the symbols for it is the little firecrackers. That is so cool. But I say this to segue into one of the highlights for last night's news, which was our BDF soldiers learning Mandarin and a new language in itself, which is 100% beneficial for our diplomatic relations.
Yeah, I think it's interesting that we're now expanding the knowledge base our BDF officers, but in a way that nobody thought would have come through, which is them learning Mandarin, and you could imagine how much that will boost for them their morale as well, to say, you know what, now I understand Mandarin, and the opportunities and the doors that it may as well open up for training abroad, or even those Taiwanese are coming into Belize, those from the military in Taiwan, and receiving training. So I appreciate that.
I always admire when other persons from other cultures come into Belize and they learn English. Us as English speakers, we think that it's really easy to learn and understand. We do, because it's part of our nature, right? But the reality is that it takes, especially if you're coming from a language that has no kind of connection to English whatsoever, it's very difficult. And so I applaud the efforts of people that come and then learn English here. And so I feel like it's good for us to learn a new language as well, so that we're able to communicate better with our friends from the international side.
And speaking, April, about our friends from the international side, I know that we've touched it on almost a daily basis in the newscasting here on Open Your Eyes, but the nation remains in a state of mourning.
Yeah.
In a period of mourning. It's been going on since last week, and that officially comes to a close next week, Monday, and that's the 18th.
19th.
The 19th, so it comes to a close then on Sunday, the 18th, and then the 19th, of course, is where it all culminates in terms of the funeral, which has been, now we know, has been declared a holiday.
A one-time holiday.
A one-time holiday. And so what we're seeing across the country, for the most part, at least in official locations, we're seeing flags being flown at half-mast as a representation that the nation is, in fact, in mourning. All of this brings about the conversation, and I'm sure we've had it here during the morning show, about whether or not it's time for Belize to separate itself from the monarchy. And it's a conversation that is being had, and I would imagine very lightly right now, considering the fact that the Queen has only recently passed, and we're still in a period of mourning, and her state funeral has not been held as yet. It is a conversation, however, that is still being had, and by Belizeans across the country.
Yes, but I do want to also say that we as Belize, we've been having this conversation from like a year ago. Well, prior to, but more so recently, a year ago into this year. But we're not the only Commonwealth country that has been having this conversation.
So have you seen what Antigua and Barbuda is saying right now, the Prime Minister there? They're saying that they are going, and they've made a declaration that this is their time now to cut ties with the monarchy, and specifically King Charles III. And so that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying the event has raised the conversation.
Jamaica has been trying to have this conversation before Barbados made the move, you know, and so they're also making certain declarations to see how they're able to detach from the monarchy and become a republic. I think for Belize, we had a presentation last week, I believe, by His Excellency from Barbados, right? And he did mention, which is something that I think we do have to take into consideration. He said that Barbados, their entire ethnic group is considered of Afro-Caribbean persons, and so it was very easy for them to make a unilateral decision on becoming a republic, because the history impacts everybody.
It's almost a shared
it's a shared
history.
100%.
Right.
Right. And for Belize, he said that that conversation needs to be had in a more unified person, and he can tell that Belize in itself is multi-ethnic with different histories. Yes, we share a common history in terms of we are Belize, we were British Honduras and then Belize, but different indigenous persons, different ethnic groups have different histories with different colonial parties. And so that history is not shared, and that history is not understood across the board. And so the conversation of that needs to be had before we can have the conversation about moving into a republic. And you know what? I have to agree.
I've never thought about it from that angle, because my question would have been, first and foremost, should we, for the shared history related to all that slavery, we can't get around the word, all that enslaved Africans, all that has brought upon us. The question I would have asked is, first, do we forgive and forget? It's a tough question to answer.
For Belize, it would be not just that, but it would be, from whom do we seek reparations from? Because remember that the indigenous persons in Belize not just encountered British colonials, but they also had their encounters with Spanish colonials. And so where do we go, right? We had the conversation last week with the folks from the Battle of St. George's Caye Day, and right then and there we can already see that there are differences in understanding our history because it's not properly documented, because it's not properly taught, right? And so already that is something to take into consideration when we're talking about moving on as a republic. We you know, nobody always agree on everything, but in order for us to move from point A to point B as a community, we have to agree on something.
Yeah, I know that the Minister of Education, who's also the chairman of the September celebration, that he has been advocating for Belizeans to have an open mind when it comes to this conversation. For us to have the conversation, that the conversation needs to be had. And the good thing is that the conversation increases at a time when we're already going through a constitutional process. We're with the Constitutional Reform Commission. And I think that as Belizeans, for those who are really serious about wanting to see this process come to pass, or at least wanting their voices to be heard, then they should engage in this process. And that's one of the things I'll continue to encourage Belizeans to do, to engage in this Constitutional Commission reform process, because that is where you'll get the change that you desire.
One of the things that I really appreciate, and I'll end with this, that we have a youth representative from YLAB on the two.
We have two.
On the committee, and what we know from YLAB is that they're very transparent. They share everything on social media and, you know, with the rest of the community. So regardless of what is taking place, at least from their standpoint, we will always be updated with what's happening, you know, so that makes us feel a little bit better, and I hope that other parties do so as well. But I want to also motivate you guys to keep up. Right, make sure that you know the social media has everything, the internet has pretty much everything that you need in terms of keeping up to date with what's happening.
There's always a discussion you could join.
There's always a discussion. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, make sure you have that conversation, make sure you keep up, and that will motivate you to understand your history a little bit better. And I will keep on motivating you this morning with the eye-opener for today, taken from dailyom.com. The eye-opener goes like this. Take time to slow down. Rushing never gets you anywhere but on to the next activity or goal. Life can often feel like it's zipping by in fast forward. We feel obliged to accelerate our own speed along with it. until our productivity turns into frenzied accomplishment. We find ourselves cramming as much activity as possible into the shortest periods of time. We disregard our nature rhythms because it seems we have to just keep up. In truth, rushing never gets you anywhere, but on to the next activity or goal. Slowing down lets you become more absorbed in whatever it is you are doing. The food you eat tastes better, and the stories you read becomes more alive. Slowing down allows you to disconnect from the frenzied place buzzing around you so you can begin moving at your own pace. The moments we choose to live in fast-forward motion then become a conscious choice rather than an involuntary action. Learning to slow down in our fast-moving world can take practice, but if you slow down long enough to try it, you may surprise yourself with how natural and organic living at this pace can be. When I think about this, and I don't know what kind of brain I'm using for this one, but I think about procrastination at its highest forms.
Slowing down as procrastination.
Slowing down because, okay, when you have a goal or an activity or a task, right? You don't necessarily, and it's due in like a month, right? You're like, okay, a month. That is 30, 31 days. I got this. And then you kind of prioritize other things along the way and kind of leave that to the back burner. Yeah. And then next thing you know, a week comes. And then you're finally looking at what you're supposed to do and you realize the reason they gave me a month was because I would have ample time in order to get it right, in order to have proper details set so that it has a beautiful finish, so that the outcome is good. But now if I try to pack 30 days of work into 1 week, it's not going to have that same effect. You're not going to be proud of the finishing product, right? So that's what I think about when I think about this eye opener. I know it has other avenues, but that is where my mind goes.
You know, I agree that there are seasons when life is fast-paced and you won't be able to avoid moving at a fast pace, and you won't be able to avoid being tired or feeling worn out. But just like how the sun and the earth and the revolution, it takes its natural course and it takes its time. It's not, we can't dictate or tell the sun, this, you better move faster today, or tell the earth you better revolve at around the sun at a faster pace. These things have their natural time, and then of course there are times when the days are shorter and when the days are longer, when the days are
also
faster,
a natural state
when the days are slower. It's also a natural state. So it's finding that balance, and nature teaches us that, how to find that balance and how to find that rhythm. But it's not always just slow, and it's not always just moving at a fast pace, but it's being able to find your natural balance and the rhythm you carry out throughout the day.
I will agree, and I will take it one step further to say, stop and smell the roses once in a while. And also stop and see the weather, because that's where we're headed now next. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Chief. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Okay. Can you give us a positive outcome for the general situation today?
Okay. Conditions continue moist and unstable over the region. Relatively moist, that is. And it will support a few showers over some areas, either today or tonight.
Okay. Well, how about the 24-hour forecast?
Okay, skies will be sunny today with cloudy spells, along with a few showers or thunderstorms, mainly over northern and some inland areas. But those showers will decrease by afternoon.
Okay. Are they going to be isolated showers?
A little more than that possible.
And what about our winds?
Okay, let me deal with tonight first, though. Tonight will be cloudy with a few showers and thunderstorms over southern districts. The winds then will be easterly to southeasterly, 10 to 20 knots, and the sea stays choppy. And we do have a small craft caution for gusty winds near thunderstorms.
And what about our temperatures, our highs and lows for today?
Okay, highs today will be around 87 Fahrenheit along the coast, 92 inland, 80 degrees up in the mountains. The lows for tonight, 79 along the coast, 73 inland, and 68 up in the hills.
Wow, so relatively hot-ish.
That's right.
And
Wow.
what about our outlook for Friday and Friday night?
Okay, for Friday and Friday night, we're expecting a similar weather conditions. That is a few showers, mainly north and inland in the day, and then over the southern districts during the night.
Any tropical updates?
There's one system in the Atlantic. It is Tropical Storm Fiona. It was about 545 miles east of the Leeward Islands at 6 this morning, moving west at 13 miles per hour with maximum sustained winds of 50 miles an hour.
So we'll keep a closer eye on that.
All right, we'll keep an eye on it. It isn't expected to affect Belize, however, but yeah, it will affect some of the northeastern Caribbean islands.
Okay.
Well, you warned us, Chief. Thank you so much for that update. Have a good day.
You're welcome.
Thank
you.
So you gotta be ready.
Yeah, more wet weather
More
for
wet
us.
weather, boots,
Yeah.
umbrellas. It seems that it's going to carry on into the weekend. So, but you know that never affects the September celebrations. That never affects what we do.
And in Belize City, we've had spells over the last few days, but it hasn't. We haven't seen any significant extended downpour, which I'm grateful for, because you get that overcast where the sun kind of is blocked,
Right.
and you don't necessarily have that heat that you would normally get in Belize City on a
That's-
regular hot day. So
That's true.
That's
So
a good thing.
We keep it positive. Regardless. And with positivity, we have a wonderful positive show for you
We
this
do.
morning. To kick things off, we are talking about the anniversary of the Carl Huschner Memorial Hospital. KHMH is celebrating 27 years.
Wow.
So we will have the folks with us talking to us about what they're going to be doing today, and of course the progress of KHMH over the 27 years.
That's almost as old as you and I, April. And then the National Bank of Belize, they're also celebrating their anniversary. So two anniversary celebrations. But I hope we get cake in at this place, April, because how could you be celebrating anniversary and not have cake and champagne?
Do we
right?
also have an anniversary shout out for today? Because I feel like that's a trend for today.
So the National Bank of Belize will be in with us for the second segment, and we'll be talking all about how the years have been for them, their relationship with the Belize people as they celebrate their anniversary.
Well, Paul, I don't have cake for you, but I do have michelada.
Oh, well, it's a party then.
Particularly Karina's Michelada Mix. Karina Villanueva will be, the owner of Karina's Michelada Mix, will be here to show us how to make some micheladas this morning. So, I mean, we're going to be celebrating with something either way, right?
Indeed.
But before we get into all of that, we're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with our first conversation for this morning. So stay tuned.
Hola usuario de eCash, la aplicación eCash está disponible en español. Cambiar el idioma de tu aplicación de eCash de inglés a español es rápido y sencillo. Deja mostrarte cómo se hace. Primero, abre tu aplicación eCash. Introduce tu PIN. Toca el icono More en la parte inferior de tu pantalla. Selecciona Security. Selecciona Language. Y luego selecciona Spanish. Vuelve a introducir tu PIN y ya está. Tu aplicación de eCash está ahora en español y puedes seguir disfrutando de tu cartera digital eCash. La aplicación eCash de Belize Bank te hace la vida más fácil.
your summer better. Over $35,000 in cash and prizes with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Here's how you can enter for a chance to win. Purchase any device, sign up for a smart postpaid, broadband, or VoIP plan, use $50 or more regular prepaid credit, do a SIM swap, or text to the short code. You win 8946. And in the body of the message, enter the number of entries you would like to purchase. Each entry costs only 50 cents.
Don't waste any time. You can be the winner of weekly prizes starting July 1st. All methods give you more chances to win. Airline tickets, overnight stays at numerous resorts, cash prizes, gift certificates, and much, much more. One lucky person will win the grand prize of a $10,000 shopping spree courtesy Court and Smart.
Promotion ends September 16, 2022. So make your summer better by getting in the race to win with Smart Summer Sweepstakes. Smart, bringing people together.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marian Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
are back with our first our first anniversary celebration.
Yeah, because we're
for this
celebrating
morning.
anniversaries this morning. And for our first segment this morning, we have in with us none other than the CEO at the KHMH, Chandra Nisbet Cancino. Good morning. We have Mr. Tim Seguro, the Director of Operations, as well as Miss Miriam Longsworth, the Dietary Manager at KHMH.
Hi,
do you add the A there?
Well, the KHMHA is the authority, so we usually use that when we refer to the board, because that is that is what identifies us as a statutory body.
Indeed. Okay, so 27 years of service to Belize and Belizeans across the country.
Yes.
But it hasn't only been 27 years. It's 27 years as KHMH.
Correct.
But it's been years before as the Belize City Hospital. So I will start there first, just to talk a bit about the transition. And I know I age nobody, but I know that there is one person here that was at the Belize City Hospital and also made the transition with KHMH. Miss Longsworth.
Hi, good morning.
What can you tell us about those days and that transition when it was made?
Yes, well, I entered as we call it, the Old Belize City Hospital in 1984. And we started there, and I work in the dietary department, and as I could remember, it was like a hospital that we had the main hospital building, and then like different area we had, like the accounts was another building in the yard, and then the records was another building in the yard, the stores was another building in the yard. And we had like a capacity of 125 bed when we were there. We had a ramp. We didn't have like how we have now. We had ramps. We had like a 3-stair ramp that we used to push people up, you know, and it was like steep. We used to push people up. At that time, the food would have been done like mass production in the kitchen, and then people would take it on trays and pots to the units, and there it would be served by the same people who would clean, which they used to call ward maids.
Well, you almost sound like you missed those days.
I mean, that's some serious cardio to push somebody up a 3-story ramp. But talk to us about the transition. So when did you?
Okay, so 1995, September 15, we moved to the new hospital known as Carl Hirschner Memorial Hospital. I had just came back from studies in the US, and when I came back the end of July, August, they put me, they said, come on, we have the new hospital ready. So I got in there and we started setting up. It was so amazing. Now we have elevators. Man. When I went to that kitchen, we have microwaves, we had deep fryers, we had big food trolleys. I mean, it went to a centralized sort of preparation now, where we cooked in there, we played, and was managed to go to patient by patient to serve the food, which was so amazing. I mean, it was awesome.
Yeah, and I would imagine, so just like yourself, the other members of staff perhaps had that same reaction where they felt like, wow, this is definitely a change and an upgrade.
Definitely.
What was the move to make that transition? What was happening at the time that the Old Belize City Hospital needed this building, needed this change?
Well, really, it was a really old building. We were having a lot of problems. The dietary department that I worked, the floor had cracked. Remember, we were right at the seawall. The floor had cracked, and one time we had to actually close down the little dining area that we had because the floor had cracked. And so it was a really old building, and you know, we were moving into bigger and newer things, so it was time for us to move. I mean, Belize, our population was getting bigger, and we wanted to do more service. You know, we just had basic, I don't even remember we had much clinics like how we have now. You know, you have radiology, you have chemotherapy now, you have dialysis. We didn't have those back then.
Yeah, so it had served its time.
It has.
And CEO, I know that you as I understand it, you were there for the initial few years of the opening of KHMH 27 years ago. So how did you join?
He try age over there, right?
How did you get to join the staff there?
At the time, I was a registered nurse. I think I became a midwife in 1995. So, like Miss Miriam, it was an awesome experience moving from the Belize City Hospital to the Carl Huchner. You have these big hallways, and everywhere you turn there's a bathroom.
Imagine.
Yes, I mean it was an amazing experience at the time, going from what we had to what we went into, and so it was just as awesome for nurses and doctors, I'm sure, as it was for everyone else.
How many years did you spend serving there during that period?
I think I left in 1997.
Okay,
yes.
So that's...
Dude, why?
That's about, I left, it was about 20 years ago.
Okay,
yes,
so it's about
left.
20 years ago.
And
so
I
moved
over to Social Security, and now I'm back at the KHMH.
Now you are back at the KHMH. And we'll talk to you a bit more about what you've been able to observe being back after 20 years. But I want to get to Mr. Seguro. Let's talk a bit about when you joined the awesome team over there at KHMH.
Okay, I joined the team in 2000, going into 2001. It was in preparation of KHMH moving into an authority mode. So KHMH had to take on its own maintenance department and got some form of independence from the government of Belize. So that was when I joined along with the other persons that were there before.
What was your roles and responsibilities at the time of joining?
When I joined, I was a biomedical technician, so I was there supporting the advances that KHMH was making. I remember one of the first things we did were ventilating adult patients. So I was a key part of making sure that the ventilators were working, and these were antique machines then in 2001.
Wow. Let's talk about progress with KHMH and where we are now. So we're celebrating 27 years. What has the system been from 1995, now comparing it to 2022?
There has been quite a bit of expansion of both excuse me, services and capacity, both in patient care and in the staff. And I just want to say before I continue that really this week is about the staff and our appreciation for what they have done and what they continue to do. And so yes, we have expanded in the area of staffing, but also in the area of services. As Ms. Miriam said, back in 1995 there were no chemotherapy services. So or I should say we now have chemotherapy services, we have physiotherapy services. We have expanded the neonatal intensive care unit from, I think it was 6 beds to now 23. So we're the only neonatal intensive care unit in the country. We also have expanded the intensive care unit for adults. And we also have a pediatric intensive care unit, which we did not have at that time. We've expanded our emergency services. And so there has been a lot that has taken place within the infrastructure that we currently have. And so now we are, and the population has doubled.
I was going to say.
So the demands have increased. Back then we didn't have as much, unfortunately, violence and gun violence back then as we did now. So we have to accommodate the evolution of services that we provide. And so it's a lot that we need to do within the infrastructure that we currently have. So we literally now have to look to expanding infrastructure and continue with the expansion of services.
Yeah, because I was going to say that with the growth of KHMH, there's also been the growth of the population outside. So Belize has literally grown with KHMH, and I'm sure you've had to figure out how do we now, as a hospital, adapt to the demands that the population is now requiring of us. What has been some of the growth challenges that we've had to face over the years in the different services that is offered at KHMH as the population grows? I know you made mention of one, which is the increase in crime and violence.
Yes, I think it's the demand for surgical and orthopedic services. That has been an area that has been growing. You know, we have improved in diagnosing. We have improved in our in the technology to find what is wrong with you, and so now we have more people being diagnosed, and so we need to address the concerns. What we really want to be is an institution where we can provide everything that you need without having to travel abroad for services as much as possible. We know there are the extreme cases that we will not be able to handle, but I think as an institution within Belize, we are certainly able to take care of 90% of the cases that come through our doors.
I want to talk about specializations for a little bit. We've been growing as a population. People are venturing into the medical field. A lot of Belizeans are venturing in the medical field. Talk to us about the staff. Tell us how that has grown apart from the specializations that you have to offer. What did you start with? Where are we now? Do we see more Belizeans working at the KHMH?
If it wasn't for the staff, we would never be where we are today. We have been able to grow because of our human resources. We, like everyone else with the pandemic, have seen an impact on our staffing since COVID. And there is a global demand now for staff, so we now struggle with retaining the current staff that we have. So that is something that we are addressing. We try to invest in training as much as we possibly can. So that is also a focus. The board has asked that we focus on trying to raise our standards when it comes to staffing and the services that we provide. So we really are concerned, like everyone else, with our healthcare staff. So we are making every effort to try to keep the staff that we have. We have as many Belizeans as we can possibly get. We have a lot of vacancies for nurses that are not filled. So if you are a nurse out there and you want to apply, please do. We have vacancies for medical officers. We have vacancies for gynecologists. So there are actually vacancies that we have not been able to fill. And for the young people out there who are thinking, we offer nursing in Belize now. It's not a very difficult course, I promise you. I am a nurse by profession, and it is, you have instant employment. You don't have to worry if you are going to have a job after you graduate in the field of nursing. So I would encourage young persons, males and females, to if you're thinking about a profession in science, I would highly recommend that you go into that profession.
I like that you said that, because UB does offer that as a field. And with the training, does KHMH offer things like internship and so on?
Yes, we do the internships for UB at this time, and I mean, you get, if there is one place in the country that you will get all the experience that you can possibly get as a healthcare professional, as anything, it will be even as one security guard, it will be KHMH, because I mean, we're 24/7. We don't have Monday off like some good people.
Oh, great! Even this holiday, right?
If I could add, with respect to the specialists, KHMH offers a lot of opportunity to specialize. I think this year alone we have sent six medical officers to specialize. Over the past 7 years, we had approximately about 12. Most of those specialists are now returning. In maternity ward, we just got a new gynecologist. We just got a new
two orthopedic surgeons.
2 orthopedic surgeons. So those persons are returning, and that's expanding our specialist service that we offer.
Put things in perspective a bit for us in terms of where we started when it comes to specializations. What did we have initially? And now you made mention of 2 different areas of specialization. Well, what do we have now? But where did we start? Just put it in perspective.
We had always had the 4 basic services: pediatric, maternal, surgical, and medicine.
Right.
So what we're ending up with now is more subspecialties. So orthopedic was always there, but the demand, as this you mentioned, for orthopedic is much more. So rather than having 1 or 2 orthopedic surgeons, we find that we have to have 4 and 5 and still have a waiting list.
Right, and now that we have more orthopedic surgeons, we don't have enough beds. So, you know, it's a constant challenge to meet the demands so that people don't have to be waiting. And I'm sure you've heard stories, oh, they tell me I have to wait 1 week or 2 weeks for my surgery. If it's not an emergency, we have an elective list. And it's, you know, it's getting longer because the demand is increasing.
But also it's important to note that that is universal in the medical field.
Yes,
there will never be enough beds, there will never be enough wards for a growing population. But I want to kind of segue into your staff once again, just because KHMH has been long-standing in terms of medicine and division culture. How are you managing to keep your staff happy, your building afloat, and your board intact? So how is it that KHMH has grown in 27 years with keeping your staff happy, your infrastructure happy, and now your board intact?
Well, we became an authority in 1991 or
2000.
2001, not 19. And so with that came additional responsibilities of the board now overseeing the hospital, and like Mr. Seguro says, we are now responsible for the majority of what happens within the confines of the Carl Huschner Memorial, which includes maintenance, purchasing of equipment. We get a lot of support from the ministry by way of, an annual subvention. We depend on them for supplies, for most of our supplies, but we also have that responsibility to get supplies that we need that they may not provide. And so that is where we are always struggling with the collection of persons that go to the hospital, and the charge is minimal because the charge is based on the fact that we do get so you will never get a bill like the private institutions from Carl Huschner. It will be primarily to recover the cost of what was used in the care of the patient, because that is the money we need to turn over to expand our services. As an authority, we have that responsibility to fend for ourselves, and so that is one of our challenges, but that is one of the areas that we are trying to address.
Whose idea was it, or how did it come about that KHMH would transition to an authority where it oversees itself?
It was part of in the late 90s, the development of the National Healthcare Plan, where there would have been established authorities to help the general public hospitals or the major public hospitals to be more efficient. So moving them away from that central government. But KHMH was the only one that took off.
Okay.
So that plan is still not completely
interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm enjoying a little bit of history and walking down memory lane, but in the interest of time, I want to know how KHMH is celebrating its anniversary. So talk to us about the actual event. Yes.
You want Miss Miriam?
Miss Miriam, tell us.
We don't hear from you. I don't talk too much.
Well, this week is a lot of activities starting from last week actually, but this entire week is about KHMH staff. I mean, I want to tell them happy 27th year and thanks to every staff who works at KHMH. So we have volleyball tournaments. Wow. Yes, and I think yesterday was the last game. Yes, so we have a winner.
COVID won. I have to say.
So what were the teams? Because what? COVID won.
They're different. I know. COVID didn't win really. Maybe we can say we won the fight against COVID. Maybe we can look at it that way.
Did win the fight. COVID won.
Yes, so the tournament. Yes,
the teams were
6 teams. Finance, operations, pharmacy, COVID,
ICU,
and general medical ward. As it was by units.
And then yesterday we have a beautiful garden. I don't know if when you go to Carl Huschner and you're going up the stairs, They used to have this space, but it was turned into a beautiful garden. And so yesterday was the opening of that garden. And then today is our birthday, our 27th anniversary, and so they're having a cook-off today, a barbecue cook-off.
In the kitchen?
Competition
outside. So
competition
and again the units gonna compete, but I always said everybody's a winner. It's just
it's a motivation,
and they love.
I still want to win though. Everybody's a winner.
Yes.
I still want to
maybe you could judge, Paul.
Also this morning we're gonna have the official ceremonies for the Carl Kirchner 27th anniversary, and then tomorrow evening they're going to take us out the compound where they're going to have a karaoke for all staff tomorrow evening at a undisclosed location. So it's all about staff. It's all about staff this week.
Yeah, I wonder if
I wonder we invited to the honorary staff here.
Let's have that conversation
after this.
But Miss Longsword, where is your mind right now? What's your mindset like right now after serving for so many years and now celebrating the 27th anniversary of KHMH?
Exciting. You know, I always tell people when they would, you know, when there's a new staff coming into the area, they would take them everywhere. And so they would bring them to the department. And I would say, you know, I've been here and I always tell them 30-something years. And I said, you know what? It's the blessed place to work. And they're going to have to put me out this building. Wow. That's my thing. I said, if I could make it to this amount of years, you all can. I said, you come in, put in your amount, what you're supposed to do. And if I could be here this amount of years, you all can. And so I'm looking really good.
Of course.
I went to the hospital when I was 20.
Wow.
20.
So, Miss Chandra, what are you most proud of when it comes to the KHMH, and where do you see it going in terms of progress?
I am most proud of the staff. Having been there for a while now, I realized, and I think I've said it before, that it's the greatest resource that we have. Staff work every day in the institution with limited resources. Most of them don't complain. They do what they have to do. They find what they have to find. They borrow what they have to borrow, and all in the interest of the patients. And so, for me, that is what makes Carl Kirchner the institution that it is today, and it's the staff. And like Miss Miriam said, you know, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to every single person that has worked at the Carl Kirchner and that is working at the Carl Kirchner right now, because without them we would never be where we are today.
And in terms of progress?
Oh, the progress has been significant. I mean, the resilience of the staff, as the CEO mentioned, I have never seen us face a challenge that the staff was not willing to rise to.
Wow. Okay, so final words, anniversary. Once again, we're celebrating today, tomorrow, and
for the rest of the week.
For the rest of the week.
Including our secret location.
Yeah, that they don't want to tell us. Now I'm not, you know, and then they don't want to tell us.
Okay. No cameras allowed.
Final thoughts.
Well, I just want to plug in because it will be, you will hear a little bit more about it, but as we're always crying about our challenges of collecting, and so we have now in incentive program for persons that have outstanding balances with the KHMH for 2 years or more, where if you go to present yourself to the cashier, you are liable for a 10 to 40% discount on your outstanding balance.
Wow.
You also get a ticket eligible to win $2,000 in December. So we'll be sharing more of that information with you as the time goes by. But again, for me, this week, the rest of the week is all about the staff and our appreciation for them.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
Good luck to everyone, and man, I can't say thank you enough to the KHMH staff.
You say good luck to the barbecue company.
Good luck to you trying to get barbecue.
And Ms. Murray?
Just want to say happy 27th years at KHMH, and thanks to everyone. Continue doing miracles, because that's what the staff at KHMH does.
Wow. So happy 27th to all of the staff at KHMH, and we hope we get a barbecue. And with that, thank you all so much for joining us this morning, and we look forward to seeing how the rest of the events pull up, right?
Thank you so much.
With that, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back with our second conversation for this morning, so stay tuned.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere, satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Fulltech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price but stay for the service.
Amnistía 2022, una oportunidad para los inmigrantes indocumentados que viven en Belice. Belice quiere ayudarte a vivir libremente y continuar contribuyendo a las comunidades que usted y su familia ahora llaman su hogar, al ofrecer un camino hacia la residencia permanente. ¿Por qué debería aplicar? Al hacerlo, elimina barreras y reduce las dificultades que enfrenta viviendo como inmigrante indocumentado. Aplicar es fácil. Visita el sitio web www.immigration.gov.bz para obtener más información. Puede verificar si califica, cómo presentar una solicitud, qué documentos necesita y cómo hacer una cita. Prepárate, el plazo de inscripción será del 2 de agosto al 30 de noviembre 2022. Amnistía de Belice 2022. Continuemos construyendo Belice juntos.
Traveler, are you?
If you have a baby on the way, here is what you need to know about maternity benefit. It includes both an allowance for 14 weeks and a grant, which is a lump sum of $300. The basic requirements are: you must be employed, you must have at least 50 paid contributions, and you must have continuous contributions leading up to delivery. To apply, a licensed doctor certifies the expected date of delivery. The employer completes the salaries record. Submit your completed claim form as soon as possible. After giving birth, submit your continuation claim no later than 3 weeks after delivery. If the mother does not qualify, the father of the child may qualify for the maternity grant. Want to know more about maternity benefit or grant? Visit our website or contact any of our offices to have someone assist you. Also, be sure to visit our Facebook page and give us a like to stay informed. Social Security Board, safeguarding you, your family, your future.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award. with 2 special mentions for financial literacy journalism.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5 Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Heartfelt greetings to all Belizeans on the occasion of our bank's 9th anniversary. On behalf of the Board of Directors, management and staff of the National Bank of Belize, I take this opportunity to thank you, our valued customers, and indeed, Belizeans countrywide, for your commitment and trust in supporting our financial institution for the past 9 years. As we continue to grow as the People's Bank, you continue to be our priority as we provide safe, secure, and efficient services to meet your financial needs. We take this time to wish all Belizeans near and far a happy September celebrations. Let's stay safe and enjoy peacefully as we remain valiant and bold, proud and strong at 41. We thank you once again for your sterling support and look forward to continue serving you with the quality and dedication that you deserve. Blessings always. Thank you.
And we are kicking off the rest of the anniversary celebrations with the National Bank of Belize. I know the background there. That is the Belmopan branch.
That is the Belmopan branch.
Is the
beautiful.
Branch.
Have you seen?
Yes.
You're from Belmopan.
Yes,
Beautiful building, beautiful setting.
It looks very nice inside.
Yeah,
Lovely renovations. Good morning.
Pleasant good morning.
With us we have Sherry Ann Medina, who is the marketing manager of the National Bank of Belize. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
And Amir Quintanilla, who is the lending supervisor at the National Bank of Belize.
Morning.
Good morning. All right, so we've already been discussing anniversaries. So let's talk about the National Bank of Belize. It's 9 years.
9 years.
Yes.
9 years.
So the National Bank of Belize is celebrating its 9th year in existence.
Yeah, baby man.
So we're growing, but we're growing at a pace where I think we passed the stage of creeping and crawling.
Definitely.
We're walking.
Now, almost to run.
So we are keeping up, we're catching up, and we are there to provide the best financial service for our people of this country.
What's the slogan?
The National Bank of Belize for the people of the people, it's the People's Bank.
People's Bank.
It's the People's Bank. We want our Belizeans to know that this is the bank, not only for public servants, because that was a misconception, but it's a bank for every single Belizean. We provide services similarly to other financial institutions, and right now I must say that we are keeping that competitive edge where we are stepping forward very, very fast.
It's very true, because you were one of the first financial institutions that went into the digital wallets.
Right.
So that is where we started to see NBB kind of come up, and like Paul mentioned, you guys are everywhere now.
Yes, and with the NBB Pay wallet now that we have, the digital dollars, this app has become a trend.
Yes.
If you notice, a lot of people are signing up for this app. It's so convenient, it's secure, it's fast, and so a lot of people trust the fact that what we provide in this NBB Pay wallet digitally is so convenient. And so looking at the different benefits you gain from it, when you load up that
when you put that app in your phone or your device, you get $10 free in your digital wallet.
$10 could buy a lot of
and
things.
$10, and when I get to speaking a little bit more of this, because of course I want to have my colleague Mr. Quintanilla speak about some of the promos that we're having right now, I will get back to the NBB Pay wallet, because I want our Belizeans to know that this weekend at Expo, we're going to be doing wonderful things with that NBB
So, I
Pay
ask
wallet.
you something. So, you got $10, so every Belizean
Every Belizean who signs
up. 400,000 always sign up, everybody get $10.
Look, at NBB, we make sure that we provide you to be happy at the same time. You join us, you join our family. We want to keep you happy. We want to keep you coming back. We want to provide the best service to you. And we want to be your number one when you look at financial institutions.
So then, Mr. Quintanilla, the first thing that I know about National Bank of Belize is, I think when you guys were offering the lowest interest in mortgage loans. That's when that went on a start to come up on the scene. I don't know if this was like 6 years ago or right at the inception of the bank, but that is when everybody started, because around Christmas time.
Especially as a young person,
right.
too, right?
So I mean, I want to know.
Yeah.
So apart from having one of the lower interest rates in the financial amongst the financial institutions, what else does the bank have to offer?
Well, we have an array of promotions going on, and services. Our interest rates are still one of the lowest. We maintain our interest rates where they are from the inception of the bank. And we are doing more to satisfy the appetite of our Belizean people. And in doing that, we have established numerous promotions for our health workers, for our military personnel, for our public officers. And we recently launched 2 more mortgages promotion. One for a fixed interest rate of 5.5 to all Belizeans, and consolidation of debts at 5.99%. Okay,
Yes.
so the word out there is we're for all Belizeans.
Yeah.
We welcome everyone, and we try to service them to the best way possible.
I want to go back to the opening or the start of NBB. What was the idea that sparked the launch of this National Bank of Belize?
I believe the National Bank of Belize, the vision and the mission was to give Belizeans that opportunity to secure their funds with an institution that they can call Belizean. And it's for people of Belize, that we can say that is the bank for our people of this country. So putting a bank like this out there, it represents all Belizean. You know, like normally you'll find financial institutions that are not Belizean. Well, this one is 100% Belizean. So the people of Belize deserves the best, and they deserve something better. And I believe this is why the initiative was put forth for us to have such an institution.
I was just going to say that initially what the concept was about the National Bank of Belize, and you rightfully mentioned, was that it's a bank for public servants.
Right.
And so, and I think a large part of that had to do with the promotional services that were being offered initially that was geared particularly towards public servants, and the government of Belize and the leadership at the time, they promoted the National Bank of Belize and their services by offering these incentives, or offering these incentives through the National Bank of Belize. Did you guys come to that realization and at some point said, you know what, we have to show Belizeans that this is also a bank for the people?
Well, indeed, at some point as a starting institution, we must find a target.
Indeed.
A target market that we could start to build the bank. And initially, the target market was the public servants. So we started in that fashion.
Okay.
But now, we have grown and continue to grow, and now we are opening the market to all Belizeans because we are the people's bank for Belize.
So tell us what the National Bank of Belize is doing to celebrate their anniversary.
Well, to celebrate our anniversary, we are doing the loan promos that Mr. Quintanilla mentioned with the 5.5% interest rate on the loans, and we have the 5.99%, right? So we have two different promos going on with loans. Also, we are doing special promotions during this weekend at Expo Belize.
Let's talk about those then.
So now, when it comes to Expo this weekend, we have a lot to offer in terms of the National Bank. We have our NBB Pay wallet. I came back to that because I promised I would, and I want to stress the fact that once you purchase your ticket to go into the Expo using our digital wallet, you remember once you sign up, you get that $10, so you could, it's like 100% free. You're not even paying for that entrance once you use our digital dollars in the wallet.
Indeed.
You sign up, you get the money, you get in. Then, apart from that, once you go in and use the wallet, and you go around using it at the merchants at Expo, you qualify for a raffle of getting $1,200 digital dollars in your wallet on Sunday when we do the grand raffle.
So let's go
back to that.
Before you continue,
Yeah.
let's go back. So you could pay to enter.
Pay to enter
and the
NBB
Pay app. And so it's basically free if you download the app right
It's
now.
free if you download the app, and you can get in. Look, if it's $5 entrance for adults and $3 for kids, you stay with $2 to buy a soft drink.
Right.
I mean, and
unless you got two pick there and then you have to pay out that dollar.
then you put in the extra, right? And you can always load up on the wallet.
Yeah.
And the more you load up, the more chances you get into the raffle, and you can win $1,200 digitally in your wallet.
Entered automatically into the raffle?
Once you utilize the app, and once you sign and you download the app, sign up for the app, and you use the app, then you qualify for the raffle.
Yeah.
And then apart from that, though, I go back to the loans now for the Expo, because at this year's Expo, we are giving 50% off loan application fees at Expo.
Wow.
If you sign up.
If you sign up for the loans,
Yeah.
right?
And so you could sign up for the loans right out
You
there
could
at
sign
Expo.
up right at the Expo for these loans, and you get 50% off your application fee.
Man.
This is a done deal.
Sounds so. What did they catch?
What did they
Because
Yeah, so at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is to let people see that NBB brings a lot to the table. We're offering so much for the people. It's the people's bank. And so we want to be innovative. We want to be able to transcend from that cashless kind of activity. And NBB is the place that's keeping up with technology, encouraging our young people who are always on their phones, and even not only the young people, you know, even our people from different generations to utilize this device, the app on their device, so that they can be at home and make an order, purchase online, whatever, so they could use their wallets.
So what are some of the businesses that are now utilizing the NBB Pay app that will be out there at the Expo?
We do have a list of merchants. I'm pretty sure Brody's is one of them. I know Rude Boy. I know there are several other, lots of merchants
out there. There'll be a
at
lot
Expo.
of merchants.
Yes, and so once you utilize the app out there at these merchants, you qualify for a raffle ticket, and you can win the $1,200. We also have a gift basket that will be raffling, and then we have what you call the spin to win wheel, where once you come by the booth and you download the app, you get a chance to win some of our beautiful promotional items, which I brought a gift bag for each of you today. So you guys could go out and advertise with our promotional water bottles and pens. And so after this, when you're on Open Your Eyes, you can use our pens and use our
That's true.
So I thought in advance than what you guys did, right?
So where can your customers go and find your booth?
Okay, so we'll be at booth number 166 and booth number 167.
Two booths.
So 2 booths, and we'll be displaying the different services that we have to offer apart from just loans and the NBB app. We have other services as well that we provide, your savings accounts and stuff like that. So if there are any inquiries and you want to come in and find out more about loans and so forth, we'll have the personnel on the show, during the expo, and everybody will be able to facilitate the best we can out there. And we know that for a fact that we'll get a good turnout, because whenever we go to expos, our booths get packed up with people. They want to download the app. They're hungry to download that app. And so we're you know, just reaching out to everyone who will come out to Expo to take advantage of our promotions, take advantage of what we're offering as the People's Bank.
Especially how Rude Boy accept NBB pay. People are lined up for get this apps and get that $10. And now the first 2 drinks for the day. I mean, come on, Mr. Quintanilla. Let's talk a bit about the loan process and how simple the process is, if it's simple any at all.
It is.
What's the requirement?
In every loan, there's a process.
Yeah.
There's a process from the client and from us. Okay. The client has to help themselves so that we could help them as well. Okay. So the process is quite simple.
Okay.
Basic documentations needed, KYCs, know your customer documents, employment letter, ID, account statements, loan statements, if any, credit card, and booking an appointment to see one of our qualified loan officers to discuss your financial position and your qualifications.
So who can apply? What's the age?
Age range, we have it from 18 to 54.
18 to 54. And how many years of employment do you have to have?
It depends. On the promotions for the mortgages that we're having out right now, the employment term is 2 years.
Okay.
For those promotions. You must be employed for 2 years.
So since you'll be doing this at the expo, are your customers required to have all of these documents on hand when they come in?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. We have a sign-up sheet.
You start the process.
That the customers would fill in there, and then that would be the commencement of the process. So that would indicate to us, okay, they sign up at the expo, we know that they will get 50% off.
Okay, so
so
automatically begins the process.
Correct.
Okay.
From there, then it goes further to a discussion with one of our loan officers to further the process.
Wow. So, okay, once again, for my brain, because there's just so much promotions going on. Happy anniversary, 9th anniversary to NBB. There is the 5.5% and 5.99% respectively on the loans. Mortgage loans only, or
first-time
homeowners. Okay, and then you will be doing the 50% at the expo. $10 free when you download the NBB Pay app.
And if you use the app,
if you use the app, you still can get into the expo. It's like free.
Yes, and then you enter into the grand prize raffle
of
1,200 Belize digital dollars.
Okay, so when are you drawing that prize?
On Sunday, right before Expo finishes.
Oh, really? So it's
an
automatic. It's an automatic thing.
It's gonna be a weekend. We're celebrating our 9th anniversary, so we're giving back, and so that's a part of it as well. And so we want our Belizeans to know that this is an app that is so secure and safe. Some people worry about the safety of it. And so a lot of people give us great feedback of how they use it and how it's so easy for them to do their transactions. And we make sure that we provide any kind of assistance in terms of setting it up in case they're not sure. We out there at Expo will have these experts. I call them experts because at the NBB we have experts. Our staff are experts, and they go the extra mile to make sure that they show the person who wants to download the app how to go through the process. And people might say, I know I'm gonna stand up in a long line and get this downloaded. All they need to have is a form of ID with them when they come to the expo. That's important because some people forget their ID, their social security or some form of ID, and then we use that to help you register, and then you get your app on the phone, and bam, In less than a minute, you get that $10 in your wallet.
And so here is another question from our viewers. Do I have to be a customer of NBB to have the wallet?
You don't have to be a customer, and some people say, oh, do I have to have a savings account? No. This is an app that you download through the Google Play Store or through the Apple Store, and you can have it on your phone everywhere you go. You can forget that cash at home and keep it in your NBB Pay wallet.
Awesome.
Right?
Honestly, I don't even carry cash anymore. All of these digital wallets, NBB, but I have it in my phone, right? Nice. So like my mom has it, and nobody not use cash anymore.
Yes.
So it's very strange when you go to a merchant and they know they don't have an option to pay with a digital wallet. But tell us about the range of merchants. So they're all over the country.
All over.
What kind of merchants? Is small businesses, large businesses?
Yes, we have different kinds of merchants, actually. We have small businesses and we have large businesses. And so we have restaurants, we have stores, we're looking for now to reach into the hotel industry, because there are individuals who have maybe their little pop-up shops and they want to, they want to have that app with them so people can scan and get into the app and just pay.
Yeah.
And so, yes, we have merchants all over the country. We do have 2 service centers where people can visit in case they have questions about signing up as well. One in Orange Walk, one in San Ignacio, and of course we have the Belize City branch here, and then we have the headquarters and Belmopan branch. So if anybody needs more information as to how merchants themselves can be a part of NBB and become an NBB merchant, they can reach out to us at any of these centers, and we do have a website that's active, and our information are there as well in terms of how you can get all the merchant listing. All merchant listing is on our nbbl.bz page. So anybody who wants information in regards to how they can become a merchant or who the merchants are, we have it on our website.
All right.
Wow.
Well,
we have Instagram too. Follow us.
Facebook.
Right.
Follow us on Instagram. We're on Instagram. We have influencers who are there. We'll be having our influencers out at this year's Expo. Yeah. We have several of them out there who will be at our show this weekend with us.
All things National Bank.
I just want to say congratulations to NBB on your 9th anniversary and on all the work that you've been doing to this point to basically show Belizeans that the bank is here, that young people are on board as well, and that it will take this younger generation to drive NBB into the future that it truly desires. So with that, what we're going to do is we're going to take another break, and then we will be right back. But I think what we do right now, we have some goodies on set. Is that what's happening?
Yes, we have.
They promised us goodies. They can't play us say on TV and then not give
Yes, here at the National Bank, like I said, it's the bank for the people.
Yeah.
And we try our best to do different types of promotions and try to keep our people, like I said, give them that incentive to try to, to come back and be a part of our NBB family. Because we're not just a bank, we're an NBB family. So everybody who comes and sign up, or they save with us, or they take a loan with us, or do something, we appreciate it very much, and they are a part of us deeply. And I want to highlight, though, that it would not be possible without our NBB staff. We have very good managers and staff members who go the extra mile to make sure that all this comes to fruition. So,
go right ahead.
I want to, on behalf of the general manager and the staff of the National Bank of Belize, we would like to give you a little token of appreciation.
Yes, thank you
for having us here with you all this morning.
What do we get? What do we get?
Guys got goodies inside,
I see this stress ball. Yes, thank you.
Yes, that's for when you go home after work, right?
During work. We have a water bottle. What else you get, Paul?
The mask.
Face mask, yes.
We get a mug.
You know
what? I love merch. Yes, look at that.
You know, I happy. All right.
We are coffee drinkers, Paul.
Miss Shari and Samir, we love the energy over there at NDB, and we thank you for bringing that energy to us this morning.
You know what? I still unwrap my gifts.
Let April Machi continue to unwrap her gifts, and we'll take a break, and we'll be right back with our final segment. Stay tuned.
With eCash, bill payment is extremely convenient, and all utility companies accept eCash payments. What's even better? You get to split bills with your roommates, siblings, or whoever you desire. Simply open your eCash app, go to Bill Pay, tap the respective utility company, enter the information, and pay the bill. Then tap the transaction made. Tap Split the bill. Select Evenly. Send the request to who you are splitting the bill with, and get notified when they pay. Talk about making life easy and avoiding confusion. You can split the bill for restaurants, grocery stores, and for any eCash payment you make. To find your next yummy meal, hair treatment, or chill spot, simply open the app and utilize the geolocation service to see nearby businesses that accept eCash. Geolocation and bill payment make life a whole lot easier.
Messi. Off goal! What a goal from Leo Messi! What an incredible strike from Leo Messi! Neymar and Messi standing over this. Messi. Off goal! What a goal from Leo
Great
Messi!
entertainment stays with you, and we bring you great entertainment. Next Gen, the ultimate digital experience.
My beautiful Belize, my land of the free, my home and it's bound by the Caribbean Sea. Valiant and bold, proud we are strong. Belize we rebound at age 41. Belize we are free and independent. We're free and independent. Free and independent. To be whatever you wanna be. Free and independent. We're free and independent. Free and independent. We're changing our country, we're free. So make we celebrate with smart. Come celebrate with smart. Make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart. So make we celebrate with smart. Come celebrate with smart. Make we celebrate with smart. Let's celebrate with smart.
The entire Smart family wishes all Belizeans a safe and happy September celebrations. Smart, bringing people together.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
Are you looking for low-cost television advertising? Have we got a deal for you? Advertise on Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds is one of the most effective methods for introducing yourself and your business to the community. Use our Daily Classifieds to recruit employees, promote specials, promote your products or services, promote a business opportunity, increase traffic to your website, and advertise items you have for sale. Let us help you to save valuable time and money. Call us today at 280-0013 or visit us at our offices on Coney Drive to discuss how we can help your business grow affordably. Channel 5's Daily Classifieds. Advertise today.
Dwayne Moody, Isani Cayetano, Marion Ali, Paul Lopez. Your News 5 Belize teams do whatever it takes. Go wherever they need to go, so you can catch the story wherever you are, whenever you want, on whatever device. Channel 5 Belize on television, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Because news is now everywhere, all the time. And so are we.
Whether you're at home, on the road, at work, or at school, if you see news happening or suspect that something might be up, call or text the Channel 5 News Belize tip line at 672-5555. You don't have to give us your name, just give us the tip. That's 672-5555. Call or text us so we can check it out.
When someone you love becomes a memory, the memory becomes a treasure. Channel 5 introduces the Daily Obituaries. The Daily Obituaries will broadcast all death and funeral announcements and memorials to honor your loved one's life and memories. The Daily Obituaries airs on Channel 5 prior to the evening newscast, with subsequent repeats at 10 p.m. and 12 noon the following day. It will also be placed online on our social media platforms, all for a standard package fee. Celebrate their lives and memories with Channel 5's Daily Obituaries. Honor in life and reverence in death.
And we'll be back in a few, so stay tuned. Thanks, Jen. Hey there, we know you have to head out to work shortly, but don't forget that you can stay tuned by watching us on our Facebook live stream. Find us at Open Your Eyes BC, and you can continue watching there. You can also download Facebook Watch on your streaming device, and you can watch at your own convenience.
And for all the behind-the-scenes fun, follow us on Instagram at OYE Belize. So,
find us
and follow us
today.
And we are finishing off our Thursday with celebrating these anniversaries with Karina's Michelada. And on set with us, we have Karina Villanueva, the owner of Karina's Michelada Mix. Good morning.
Good morning to you guys, and thank you so much for inviting me here. It's, it's a very amazing for me to, it's a very good news for me to be here. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, Karina, you are a small business, and so
Yes.
we try our best to highlight small businesses on this show. So we applaud your efforts in being that contributor.
I really appreciate that, and it's very good because I really need the advertisement for my michelada. A lot of people don't know about Karina's Micheladas yet.
I don't want to take it for granted, first of all, Karina, that everybody knows exactly what a michelada is, right? So I want you to break it down for us. Break down the science, what it is that a michelada is.
Okay, a lot of people don't know, like when you say what michelada is. But okay, for example, you go to a night out and you drink a lot. A lot of people know this is for a hangover. You drink it and okay, you have
So
a
now
bad
the hangover medicine.
Most people, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people not drink alcohol, so they like this sourness, the lime on it. So they drink it with soda water, ginger, any type of drink. So it's not only beer.
Okay.
Let's say I don't drink beer, so I will drink it with rum. And it tastes really nice. It's amazing. A lot of people, and I learned this from my clients, because they say, I don't like beer. What else can I drink it with? Let's go try with soda or ginger. And it's unbelievable. People love it. They not drink beer, they drink it with rum, or Smirnoff, or even stout.
So the magic is in the mix itself, not the beer or the alcohol.
Yeah, it's like, say for example, a lot of people don't drink alcohol, so they say, well, I can't drink michelada. Well, yes, you can.
You can.
You can, and it's amazing how nice it tastes, and it still do the same work as you drink it with the beer.
What's the key ingredients inside a michelada mix?
Lime and the season on it. The
Lime and season.
Yeah, it's the lime is, when you drinking or eating anything, you want to leave piece of lime. Lime
Yes.
is what the main ingredient is, lime.
So I'm noticing here that you have different flavors, right?
Yes,
So you are holding a
Tambran, yes. We this is our new flavor, Tambran.
Okay.
We just started. The first is the original michelada, and now we have the Tambran flavor.
Why Tambran?
Because that's the other sourness to people like when you're drinking or having party, and some people just love Tambran. So some like it. Karina, give me a shot of your michelada. So people love it. So that's.
So you are going to be making us some michelada?
Yes. I don't know what flavor you want to try first. You want to try the Tambran?
Just try the Tambran. We have preferences.
We have the original mix.
Yes.
So
that's the.
I want to know what makes this michelada mix different from everybody else's michelada.
Okay, I want you to try it, and
so I have to drink it and then tell you. So while you're
see the difference with this is that the Tambran have a sweetness to it. This doesn't have that.
Right.
The Tambran have this have the sourness and the sweetness. Sweet, a little bit sweet.
Okay.
So if you like that type of person who like sweetness or a little bit more sugar, then this is the one that you will like.
Okay.
This is just a little bit of pepper and lime.
Okay.
So that's.
Can I smell it?
So why did you decide to start this business? Did you have a lot of friends coming around asking you for a remedy for hangovers?
Okay, well I have my ceviche place, Karina's Lunch. I have my ceviche place, and that's why this had to be created, because a lot of people came, Karina, I have a hangover, I need something sour to drink, and so
because
we
they're
created.
eating the ceviche already as with a hangover meal, right?
So that's why we had to invent this, create it, and put it in the market.
So Karina, you are a small business, and yes, you said that you're on the show because of exposure, but you will also be at this weekend's Grand
it's our
Expo.
First time there.
Okay, so tell us how you're getting ready for this.
It's a lot of work. Getting our t-shirts or flyers. I have our flyers and our banner, our tent. It's a lot of preparations, but it's fun. So what do you want to try?
Paul, you start since you've never had a michelada.
Ginger.
Let's do the beer. Let's do the beer first. So your friends come and they said they need something for hangover, a drink.
Yes.
Why did you decide, all right, let me do michelada as the first decision?
Because of my personal experience. I love to drink something sour, especially when you have a long night out with your friends and you want to feel better. My michelada will do the work.
All right, Paul. So your michelada is ready.
And which one you want to try?
I am going to try the tamarind.
Okay.
All right. So I don't have a hangover.
No, but honestly, I know that that's what people initially say that it's for. But I enjoy a michelada as just a refreshing drink. It doesn't have to be for hangover specifically.
I notice clients just come and they just drink a michelada. They don't really. You have to have an hangover.
So what am I to expect? Just let me get ahead.
No, you have to drink it and then tell us what you taste. Ready? Okay.
If it burns, if it's sweet.
Okay.
You want the
moment
soda
of truth.
Or the beer. Okay.
You could taste that sour, that's salty, but then you get
Can you taste the beer?
Right. So you get that fizz with the beer as well.
I think I'll say a little bit of beer.
That's okay. So I'm gonna try it. Yeah. So you described why you did the michelada as a business.
Yeah.
Is it the only thing that you offer for your business?
No, like I said, the michelada is created by Karina's Lunch. We have a ceviche spot in Belama Phase 4, and we offer you ceviche, salpicon, tacos, wings. So it's a package. You know that when you go there, you get a little bit of everything, and also stuffed jalapenos.
Wow.
So if you have everything is connected. To have if you're feeling bad with the hangover, you just want to taste something sour, then that's why the michelada is.
I could definitely see how this will wake you up from that hangover, how this could give you back that energy that you're missing. Where do you do your operations? Where do you create this stuff?
Belama Phase 4.
Is it
number 8 Apollo Street, Belama Phase 4.
Do you have it's in your kitchen? In your personal kitchen?
Yes, in my kitchen.
Wow.
Okay.
In my kitchen.
You know what it tastes like? You ever
michelada?
Yes, but you ever had the lemon packet when you may smile? The little
exactly.
That's what this reminds me of in tamarind flavor.
Correct. That's for kids and this is for adults. The adults part.
Do you have them in any stores right now?
Yes, we have them at J&W in Kings Park, and DK Supermarket on the highway, and Sandra's Meat Shop in Ladyville, Galaxy Shop in Belama. And right now we want to go as far as Cayo, Belmopan, and Orange Walk. So starting next month, we will start to put it out
in
all districts.
So tell us what you will be offering at the expo.
Okay, expo we're having promotions on the price. We normally want the 16-ounce bottle. This one is $15.
Okay.
But at the expo, we'll have it for $10. That will be the price.
And are these the only 2 flavors that you're going
At the moment, yes.
Okay.
We're planning to do different flavors and see what the people ask for. The demand. People are asking, why you not do this, why not do that? Because the tamarind was asked for.
Okay.
So then I say, okay, we'll create it, and that's how comes I have.
So is it your first expo?
Yes, first time.
Okay, why? When did the business start? Is it because the business recently started?
Well, no. First time I get brave enough to go.
Oh, really?
Because of the lot of work, and then I'm busy too with Karina's Lunch. But we decided to go with the michelada this year.
So is it only michelada that you'll be offering at the expo?
Yeah, the michelada, just the michelada tamarind and the original.
So what has it been like preparing? Because you say it's a lot of work. So what has it been like preparing?
Well, it's first time for me. I don't have the experience. So I have a friend at Tangad. She's helping me a lot and guiding me. And he said, this will look good and this will look nice. We decorate, make it look pretty. And so it's been very fun at the same time. Is scared because you don't know what to do. And
you'll be there for the 2 days.
Yes, I will be. I have 2 girls will be working there full time, and then I will be in and out.
So let me ask then, when I come to Karina's Michelada Mix, do I have to bring my beer, or will you also have your beers there?
No, we will prepare your
so
beer, your michelada beer if you like, your soda or your ginger, just like this, or your rum if you want to.
So
rum.
you could get the full mix there. You don't only have to walk away with the bottle.
No. If you want to try your michelada, we will have samples also. So you could sample it. We will have the cups outside, ready, so you could try it and say, okay, I'll take one of these.
So if michelada is all you want to drink for the expo, you could come to Karina's Michelada Mix, and they have everything ready, so that you don't have to go somewhere buy beer.
No. We will serve everything just like this. We will have your michelada bottle, and we will have your michelada mix if you want to drink it there or to go.
No ceviche?
No ceviche, because it's just for the michelada.
Okay.
I want people to know the brand, because people don't know the michelada. So that's the reason why I don't want to distract you with the ceviche, and this is what I want to get really the attention on, the michelada.
And which booth can we find you at?
156.
Booth 156.
Yes.
You know what, be good? If when I put on the booth, right side at NBB pay booth, just so you could drink
not far,
and then go for your loan.
Yes, right? They're not far from us. They are the curve. They're not far.
They're not far, right? They're not far.
They're like they're at the curve.
Okay,
if I remember correctly.
There you go. Well, that's a landmark. NBB is a landmark. So let's talk about the availability out there at the expo. Will you have a lot on sale?
Yes,
I imagine you're preparing a lot.
I'm ready, because also, if I'm getting ready for take to a district, so we have a lot.
You have a lot.
Yeah,
so you don't want to necessarily run out unless people come in crazy amounts and buy.
No, well, that would be a blessing.
Of course.
But for now, can people purchase order online?
Yes, they can call, and we have delivery service, and also wholesale if you want to sell at your shop. And that is what I want to get into your shops. I want to get my product in the shops, in the stores.
And so where can I find you if I want to do a purchase order?
Okay. You could WhatsApp me. I have my 62437. You could WhatsApp me. On Facebook, I am creating the page as yet. We don't have a page for Karina. It's under my personal page, Karina Pineda. Okay. But yes, you can call 62437. And you can make your order, and we get it delivered to you.
Okay. And if I do so one of these goes for $15
at the shops. Yes.
At the shops. But if I want to do a purchase order, and I want to order wholesale,
we have it at $12.
Okay. I said the expo is
$10.
Specialist of price.
Correct. Yes.
$10. All right, folks. So there you have it. Karina's Michelada Mix, and I'll tell you something, man.
Some more as well.
This Michelada Mix is amazing. I'm starting my morning right with it, and you can start your weekend right with it at the expo, and your booth will be 156. So you move around, and you could get your Karina's Michelada Mix, and you could enjoy the expo with this amazing mix. Karina, thank you so much for being on set with us this morning.
Any final words for our viewers?
Yes, I'm inviting you Saturday and Sunday to come out and visit us at Expo, all of us, because it's not only me out there, and we are at 156 booth number 156.
What colors can we look out for?
Yellow. Yellow, yes. Yellow and brown.
Okay,
so our michelada, yes.
Thank you so much, Karina, for stopping by. And of course, with that, we're going to take our final break, and we'll be back for a wrap-up. So stay tuned.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, Pong.
Everyone, including our elderly, needs to stay connected with their loved ones. With Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program, senior citizens can sign up for 10 megabytes of unlimited internet at a low monthly cost of $25. Citizens over 65 can sign up with a valid ID and receive free installation plus 1 month free on selected broadband plans. Visit a Smart showroom near you for more information on how you can enjoy Smart's Golden Citizen broadband program. Smart, bringing people together.
B-Books by Benny's. Belize's newest multi-brand rewards program. To access V-Bucks, download the mobile app or access the website portal at vbucks.bz and set up your account. If you already have a Benny's account, chances are you already have V-Bucks. Don't let them go to waste. To earn V-Bucks, make a purchase at any Benny's location or at any of these Benny's entities, namely Island Freight Forwarders, Best Manufacturing, Benquip, and B-Mart. Once V-Bucks are earned, reward yourself. Use V-Bucks to buy items or exchange for cash. You can also double, triple, or even quadruple your V-Bucks on promotional days. It is simple. Purchase, earn, redeem. Loyalty is always rewarding with V-Bucks. Brought to you by Benny's, celebrating 75 years of quality and savings.
Your life just got a lot less complicated with Belize Bank Contactless MasterCard Debit Card. Introducing our Standard Debit and MasterCard Platinum Debit Cards. Now you can make purchases anywhere MasterCard is accepted with one tap, pay and go. Your contactless card never has to leave your hands, especially in these times. And your card is embedded with multiple layers of security. Platinum card holders get to enjoy extra benefits like price protection, purchase protection, trip inconvenience, and luggage protection, just to name a few. Start enjoying a cashless lifestyle today with the Belize Bank.
Great Belize Productions Channel 5, proud winner of 9 Caribbean Media Awards for 2021. Best Investigative Report, Best News Item, Best Coverage of People with Disabilities, Best Financial Literacy Journalism, Best Videographer, Best Television Commercial Spot, and the People's Choice Award, with 2 special mentions for Financial Literacy Journalism.
And we are back just like that. Thursday is a wrap.
April,
I enjoyed our anniversary celebration.
We had amazing anniversary celebrations today, and that, of course, ended off with the lovely
celebratory drink,
Karina's Michelada Mix. So she really brought the celebration to us this morning to end the show, but we want to thank the KHMH and the folks over there for joining us in that first segment.
And of course, we want to also thank the staff, the first responders, okay, because that is something that we don't really take initiative for. Thank you to all of our nurses, our doctors, all the medical staff at KHMH. Thank you for so much your service. 27 years. Happy anniversary. And of course, we had our second anniversary celebration with the folks from the National Bank of Belize. Paul.
I love the fact that the National Bank of Belize is even more present now than ever before with their marketing strategies, with their influencers, and of course for the anniversary, they're doing a lot of amazing promotions. So it's definitely one of the things you want to check out here at their branch in Belize City, or you can head on down to Belmopan where you get there.
And at the expo this weekend, where they'll be offering sign-up loans with 50% off
on the application
fee. So, oh my goodness, and of course their ranges are from 5.5% interest to 5.99%
fixed.
So it can't get better than that.
April, I'm just talking about expo deals. We'll have also an opportunity to get more micheladas if that's what you're into. Let's say Friday night, man, the party may nice.
Too nice,
and you decide you want to go to the expo, but you need something to revive you and bring you back out to you something. This one definitely bring you back. I think it carry you somewhere.
Carry me somewhere to bring you back somewhere else.
Bring you back from Friday night, and so you could find Karina's Michelada Mix at the Expo Belize at booth number 156.
But of course, we thank all of you, our viewers, for tuning in, because without you, none of this is possible. And of course, we're going to say goodbye. But if you have any questions or concerns, you can always drop us a line right here at oie@channel5belize.com. Or you can catch our live stream on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ and our highlights on Instagram at OYE Belize. We'll see you tomorrow when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
Have a great, great Thursday. Safe Thursday, Belize. Cheers and happy anniversary to all our guests.
Peace.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by the Belize Bank. Our country, your bank.